Hi, I'm Marc Leandri. I'm an assistant professor in economics at the CEMOTEV Université de Versailles-Saint-Quentin, Université Paris-Saclay. And I'm about to fly to Göteborg, Sweden for a scientific stay thanks to the TOR grant that I was awarded this year by the Institut Français de Suède. It's Monday morning. I'm on my way to the Department of Economics at the University of Gothenburg. I will be giving a seminar this morning in the economics, environmental and resource economics seminar session. And after that, I will have a working session with a colleague who also works on the issue of Lyme disease and ticks regulation, which is what my research project is about. So this morning in the seminar, I will present both my theoretical model, which I developed with my co-author Emmanuel Augereau-Véron from the University of Bordeaux, as well as the empirical results we've started to get thanks to a large-scale survey that we launched in France on the role of perceptions, risk perception, how much people think they can be bitten by a tick when they go out in the forest, as well as severity perception, what people think Lyme disease is about and how severe it can be. So I'm hoping that I will get many interesting comments and suggestions, because the colleagues working at this Department of Economics, some of them are experts in this area. And it's also important to say that Sweden is much more affected by Lyme disease than France is, with an incidence rate about 10 times higher than the one in France, due to the importance of forests and obviously on the difference in climate. So this is the Department of Economics at Gothenburg University, where my colleagues have been kind enough to give me an office space. Yesterday the seminar went very well. It was a seminar in person, although there was also an hybrid way to attend via Zoom. All the attendants and myself were very happy to be back to an in-person system after this long month of remote work and remote presentations. So today is the day of the interdisciplinary workshop that my Swedish colleague Daniel Slunge, who wrote very significant articles on Lyme disease in Sweden from an economics point of view, has organized. We're going to present the projects different researchers are carrying on, both from an economic perspective as well as from a medical science perspective, and hopefully there will be some fruitful discussion. Usually medical experts can help economists better calibrate their models, especially their theoretical models, in order to be more in line with what happens in real medical life. And our theoretical model tries to explore the fact that if individuals have different beliefs, then what would be the best instrument for your public health policy to manage and regulate this disease and have people protect themselves better if needed, if they don't protect themselves enough, which is something we are trying to see through our empirical survey that we're leading at the same time as the development of our theoretical model. So our empirical survey has just been launched, and I have some preliminary results which I'll be very happy to share with my Swedish colleagues this afternoon. My scientific stay at Gothenburg University, thanks to the TOR program, is about to come to an end. Yesterday, the interdisciplinary workshop on tick-borne diseases was extremely interesting and very helpful for my future work, as I got the suggestions of medical doctors specialized in infectious disease and especially in tick-borne diseases to discuss the first results I started to show to them from our empirical survey carried on in France. And since we are about to launch another survey, this time for medical experts in France, well, their feelings about the way we should frame questions and the kind of issues we should address in the survey was very helpful. There is some promising leads to work together with my Swedish colleagues on more tick-related issues, as my colleagues are starting to work on an application, a smartphone application, to try and locate better the ticks density and the incidence of tick-borne diseases such as tick-borne encephalitis. And since in France, our colleagues from INRAE have already developed such a tool, and I'm in contact with them, we might come to work together in the near future. So this research stay was extremely fruitful for me, and I hope it will lead to collaboration with my Swedish colleagues. It was a great help for my research and to extend the network of environmental economics working on vectorial diseases. So I'm very grateful to the Institut Français de Suède for this opportunity, and I really encourage other researchers to apply for the TOR program to start working on issues with Swedish colleagues.